The change-up. Ryan Reynolds switches bodies with George Burns. Or I think it's Jason Bateman switches bodies with Lindsay Lohan. Either way, I'm Amy Nicholson of Box Office Magazine, and this is Devin Feraci of Badass Digest, and this is Stupid for Movies. Okay, The Change-Up is this new comedy where Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman switch places. And I have to tell you first up, I like this movie. I have seen it. Devin Feraci has not seen this movie, fully intends to hate it, and fully intends to say that everything I think is ridiculous.
Look, it's just another one of these bullshit movies where the entire premise is predicated on a screenwriter who's too lazy to come up with anything except, holy shit, we've magically changed bodies. Or, oh my god, I've gotten old. Or, oh my god, I'm a black guy. It's just like, what? This is the laziest concept imaginable.
There's the concept, and then there's the execution. Because the one thing you're saying, you said this guy, this lazy guy, these are the Hangover writers. The people who had enough decency not to go and write The Hangover 2 and make $1 billion. Well,
they technically did write The Hangover 2. It's the exact same movie as the first one.
Well, yeah, but they don't have to get their names dirty on it. They wanted to go to The Change-Up, a totally different movie. We have a clip that I don't think shows off how funny it is, but let's show it.
I'm not Mitch.
What?
I'm Mitch.
He's Mitch.
I'm Mitch. Somehow we switched bodies. That's
And I'm Dave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, see what happened was we pissed in a magic fountain. And then and the next day it disappeared.
They moved the fountain
they
somehow.
moved
We're
it somewhere,
looking
and I don't
for
know.
it.
And then when they find it, we're gonna switch back.
We had to pee because we were drinking.
We were drinking.
That sounds like a plan. Can you start the bath for the twins?
Okay, hey, Pumpkin, listen, this is
Ooh,
here.
Mitch, no. Ugh, no. Don't call me Pumpkin, okay? And you promised me that you would clean
Can you
out
shut this
the
off?
That is so fucking funny. That was really good. I can understand now why you like this
you?
movie so much. I totally get it.
I'm really glad. I mean, okay, here's the thing that I think Universal's doing with having clips like that aren't very funny. And the trailer. The trailer's terrible. I can fully admit that. I thought I was going to hate this film. And if you're going off the trailer, I almost don't begrudge you for being such a hater, although I still think you're narrow-minded.
I'm not going off the trailer.
This is a time when Universal is actually doing something smart. They want to surprise audiences who actually go down to see the film. You're not going to see all the jokes that are in the film in the trailer. You get there, and every 2 seconds, you're actually totally shocked by something that the Hangover writers have put together. I know I'm preaching here on total faith, because nobody's going to believe me. I don't mind, because I know I'm right. That's totally cool. You're all going to thank me after you see it, or send me bananas, which is my favorite gift. But the thing is, you have Jason Bateman, you have Ryan Reynolds. You have two guys who I find to be incredibly typecast already in their personalities. I mean, Jason Bateman is obviously this awesome, cool, slick dude, and Ryan Reynolds is really nervous and...
I see what you're doing there.
You saw what I did there?
I get it.
Yeah.
Is this the kind of comedy that's in the movie?
Yeah,
like what you're doing here right now?
I wrote the script. Did you know that?
Look, it's just, it's Ryan Reynolds who is among the most smug and odious people in cinema.
You're one of those. Guys hate him, and I don't know why. Women think he's amazing.
That's because he shows his abs every time he's in a movie.
Yeah.
You want to look at his six-pack. I mean...
Is there a problem there?
No, that's
Where are you
fine.
going with
That's
this?
fine. Just buy a poster of the dude. It's to stop making him be in movies.
Posters don't move and ripple.
Well, you know what? Actually, they do. They have those motion posters now. So just get one of those motion.
You mean like the magic eye poster? Like
no,
I would
like
cross my eyes and I would see his abs?
There's that new Conan poster. If you walk back and forth, he moves on that pile
his
of
abs
skulls.
are great on that.
He's got terrific abs as well.
He's got great abs too.
He's got terrific
abs
as well.
That. You should get that for me.
Well, no. Explain other reasons why this piece of shit is funny.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
The thing about this movie is, you're gonna like this. There's lots of tits.
They're CGI tits, though, aren't they?
Not all of them.
But this is true. Leslie Mann's. Her face. This is like it's like they Benjamin buttoned her face onto somebody else's tits,
and they're amazing tits.
Well,
I mean,
who
I thought tits were tits. Why are you so particular about this?
Do you know why? Because when I was a kid, I used to buy Celebrity Skin magazine because there's something really interesting about seeing famous people naked. It's this vulnerability that's kind of cool, and so to cheat it like this. I already hate body doubles. I already hate that thing like where like there's a movie and like the woman gets in the shower and there's a shot of her bathing and then there's the shot of like somebody else soaping up their boobs. I already hate that. It's just so phony that now we're taking it to the next level. We're doing Steve Rogers, skinny Steve Rogers bullshit with boobs.
So if you had to do a nude scene for a movie, you would insist on it being yourself.
100%. If I was going to be in a movie and they wanted me to do a nude scene, I would hate the public enough to do my own naked body. Yeah, 100%.
That's fair. Okay, but the thing is, there's not just Leslie Mann's boobs. There's this other girl's boobs, and there's like a bunch of other girls' boobs on top of that. There's lots of boobs.
Well, you know what? Later on, I'm going to bring up my iPhone, and I'm going to show you the internet. and where I don't have to go to the theaters and pay $14 to go see boobs.
Is that a series of tubes?
It's
I
a
think
series.
Wade Major was
It's a
explaining
series
that
of
to me.
tubes full of nipples, and so
Really?
is there anything beyond tits in this movie?
No, there's lots. Okay, there's Olivia Wilde.
This is why I don't
and-
watch True Blood, because I can just go on the
yeah.
internet on Monday and I can look at the tits from last night's True Blood for
Which
free.
you do. You spend 20 minutes every day, your morning
You know,
coffee.
depends on whose
Yeah.
tits. It depends on how naked Alexander Skarsgård was last night.
Okay, I mean, I'm going to talk about Olivia Wilde, and she has tits attached to her, but it isn't just about that. I think
Are
Olivia
those
Wilde...
CGI tits too on her in this one?
I think it's body double. I think, because you don't see... I think you just get a close-up of the cleavage. You're being a real stickler here when it comes to boobs. The thing is, Olivia Wilde has, I think, one of the best
I don't even like
any young
silicone
ingenue
boobs.
we've seen come out. You like Olivia Wilde. You can't not.
Do you know
don't have
what's
a pulse.
funny?
Do you have a pulse?
I
Because
think
if
that
you do.
conceptually, I like Olivia Wilde. I don't like anything she's ever done.
Really?
Tron Legacy's a dung heap. Cowboys and Aliens is horrible, and she's awful in it, by the way.
She is awful in it.
And I guess she was on House or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. You're going to have to see this. It'll change your mind. She plays like this tough, awesome lawyer who has like spider tattoos. She gets a tattoo on her crotch on the first date. And she is intelligent and glamorous, and she likes baseball and hot dogs. And I think if you saw this movie, you'd fall in love with her. She's almost too perfect. She is too perfect. But Olivia kind of rocks it because she comes out at you with this intelligence. But we're sidetracking it. We should talk about Jason Bateman, and we should talk about Ryan Reynolds, because these guys need a comedy hit. And they
Jason
need
Bateman seems to need like a car payment or something. Like
Yeah.
he's in everything all of a sudden.
He is in everything, and what's weird is they never are successful, everything he's in.
Horrible Bosses did pretty well.
Did it do
Yeah, I think it's
okay?
going to hit $100 million, I think.
You really think it's going to hit 100
No, I literally think it's edging up to 100
I think it's going
million.
to stop shy at 99.
That's still for a movie that cost $36 million. It's a tremendous...
I guess so.
Don't just argue for
This
the
is
sake of
better
arguing.
than Horrible Bosses, though. This is much better than Horrible
Really?
Bosses. Yeah, it's very much funnier than Horrible Bosses. It's all about shock comedy. Some of the greatest shocks in the movie come from the fact that they're consistently putting children in peril. And I know you sort of like children, but if you don't like children,
No,
it's
I don't. No,
fantastic.
I don't. I like Children in Peril. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
there's
I'm
a
down
lot
with
of
that.
children in peril. There's a kid who sticks their hand in a blender. Jason Bateman has 3 kids, an older girl, and then he has 2 baby twins. The youngest son is always smashing his head against a crib, and nobody knows why, and nobody ever stops it. It's just a continual thing, and it's amazing. He looks like a Mongo type of character in a prison who's going to break out and kill you.
Okay.
It goes for it. Like, this movie is surprising. I swear if you go see it in the theater, you'll actually come out saying that's way better than I thought.
Okay, so I haven't seen it, but a lot of other people have, and nobody else likes it.
Well,
You're
they're-
the only one. How come nobody else likes it?
Oh,
What
they're,
is?
they're all wrong.
It's just a simple wrongness?
Yeah.
Now, I haven't seen the movie, but I suspect, and tell me if I'm wrong, at the end of the movie, the guys go back to their own bodies, having learned important lessons about life, about their place in life, and accepting and liking who they are and the world they inhabit.
No.
You are lying right now. That's a lie.
No, that doesn't happen. What if we switch bodies?
What if we switch bodies?
Yeah. I think that could be, I would learn a lot and then want to come back and be me like right away.
You would learn a lot. Yeah, you would learn a lot about weird itching, I think, because I carry a lot of weird itching. So, congrats. Do you want to learn about that?
Let's talk about it. We'll talk.
Butt hair. You learn about butt hair.
Well, if we switch places, maybe I could change your mind on the change up. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
That is. Yeah, what is that? What is decent? How does that?
You know what? It was going to be my favorite movie of the weekend until I saw Rise of the Apes, and then Rise of the Apes knocked it
Well,
out.
what else was coming out this weekend?
Is that a buy? Or
I mean, by
a buy.
default,
It's a buy. It's a
by
buy.
default, you would see nothing else coming out this weekend as your favorite movie of the weekend.
I'm sure there's some like documentary about the Holocaust.
Transformers 3 was my favorite movie that came out that weekend, and I hated it because there was no other movie coming out that weekend.
Well, listen, I'm going to take over your body and make you go see the change up because I know there's no way you'll physically enter the theater unless I'm the
Do we have the
mechanics.
poster? We have the poster for the change-up? Do you have the one where Ryan Reynolds is literally neck deep in pussy? Is that? He's got this 2 legs wrapped around his neck, and that's the one. That's also where I'm like, wow.
He's just next to him.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, there's another one where they have legs wrapped around his neck, like the feet behind his head, and it's like juxtaposed with Jason Bateman with two babies. And
Two babies are there.
the two babies, you got that one.
This is the PG one.
This is how they're selling the movie. This, and it also
Is that so wrong?
Well, it's also
you download stuff like that.
It's
every
also
day.
it's also 40-year-old virgin knockoff stuff, like 10 generations down, right? It's got that background, that color background.
So prejudicial?
Yes, but mostly just against Greeks.
Wait, I think Jason Bateman is Greek.
Is he?
I think his last name is like Batemanopolis.
All right, so
All
so
Change up. I would buy it. I recommend you buy it. And if you buy it and still hate me, this isn't actually me talking. It's Devin inside of me.
if you go see the Change Up this weekend and you hate it, Amy Nicholson will refund your ticket price.
Yes,
Fair?
only if you paid in candy.